The theme this year is nothing can stop us. So what does this saying mean to you?
I'll run first. I not only love the saying, it had to be oiled, because in my performance, I had a breakdown, and my breakdown in the song, we sing, nothing can stop us. We made it out all right. So I just think it just worked real good. I don't want to be mystical or too churchy, but it means that everything involved had to be anointed. So I'm excited because those of us like myself that have come through COVID, I came through about 3 weeks ago. I tested negative, and it really rocked me. I mean, it really knocked me down. So, I got a real testimony that, listen, I'm on the other side of this, but it made me really aware of my health even more. And I stopped taking the vitamins and some of the things once I tested negative. And 3 or 4 nights ago, I almost left out of here. So it's a serious to say nothing can stop us and have that testimony to tag is a major thing.
Yeah, and nothing can stop us. Black folks, man, we just always resilient. We going through a pandemic, and we going through a pandemic of the last administration in the White House, civil unrest, coronavirus, whatever. I went through coronavirus as well, Pastor, but the fact that I was taking those vitamins, I was asymptomatic the whole time. But I tell you, man, I sent the idea up to the White House. If they put those vaccines in Chick-fil-A, it'll be over in 2 hours. They put those vaccines in their drive-through at Chick-fil-A during lunchtime. 2 hours, this pandemic will be over.
Sprinkle it on some Popeyes fries. We'll get out of it.
Y'all hilarious.
Hey, I'm letting everybody know that Pastor Key and I like this. Pastor Key, one of the people that discovered me back in the late 90s and kind of put me on. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for Pastor Key. So that's my big brother and one of my mentors. So when we get together, things can definitely go left.
What will this gospel celebration do to the listeners that are going through so much during this pandemic? How will this impact their lives to see this big show come on Sunday?
It is my prayer. I didn't mean to jump in front of Ricky. It's my prayer. It's my prayer that I'm bringing a song to them entitled "I Made It Out." I recorded it right before the pandemic. And I think it's a powerful testimony to everybody, regardless of your situation. When you can confess that you've made it out right in the midst of turbulence, you're doing something major. So for me to be able to be on this platform this weekend, shouting to the people, saying, come on, repeat after me. I think I say that a couple of times. And they sing it back within themselves. I think this weekend is going to be monumental to the faith and strengthening people that have gone through to know, listen, we made it out and nothing can stop us.
And just getting people to get a chance to listen to some inspirational music and getting them to laugh and to get them outside of thinking about, because it's been so many losses. I had a comedic pastor on my morning show that passed away, Pastor Fred.
I loved it.
Oh, man, we used to do church in 60 seconds. It was hilarious.
And Ricky, he did the best John P. Key ever.
Oh, yeah. Man, just celebrating his life, man. And I've got so, much inspiration from that to keep going and thinking about what Pastor Fred would want us to do, and keep laughing and keep going or whatever. And I just hope that it make people feel better, get their mind like a brain vacation. They can record it, watch it over and over again, and kind of get them away from what they experiencing every day with this pandemic. But so I'm excited about that.
I would love to know, what has the prepping process been like for you both? And also I have to ask, what do you both love about football?
I'll go first. Prepping has just been excitement. We were able to do it. I'm happy. I got 2 of my sons, John.
How old is John?
John is 23 now, Ricky.
Stop playing with me, man.
But let's finish. I'm excited about it because I think just prepping again, we keep going back to the pandemic and everything people have gone through. I just believe in my heart that this year is going to be just not a year of celebration. You know, we embrace the football aspects, but I think it's going to be encouraging for the household of faith. People are going to be strengthened. Like Rickey said, when you bring the funny, you know, and you got the faith, they mesh so good when you're going through. It's nothing like a smile. So I'm excited about it. Football. What was the football question?
What do you love
so much?
What do I love about football?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm an avid football. Well, I played football. I retired in the 8th grade.
What
I got
position?
hit. Young man hit me in my numbers, and once the helmet came off my head, I knew I'd never put another one back on. But I absolutely love football. My team didn't quite make it to the Super Bowl. I won't tell you who it is, but I'm excited about the weekend. So we're gonna have a great time.
What I love about football, I'm a big college football fan.
Yeah.
I'm blessed because my team won the national championship again. Alabama, Roll Tide.
Boom.
But yeah. Boom, 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 boom. But I went to an HBCU, Alabama State University, where I played trumpet. I could still play the trumpet. And what I love about football it's just physical. I love a great offense. The offense have changed over the past years. Offense, the NFL is so fast now. I'm just amazed at watching the NFL because it's not the same slow NFL that we grew up. The NFL, the offense is really, really fast. You got linebackers that can run like free safeties and cornerbacks now. So the game is really fast. That's if you into the X's and O's like I am. I absolutely love football. My team is, of course, the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. So my teams didn't make it, but I did have the Cleveland Browns did make it to the
when you have two teams.
I mean, I grew up in Cleveland, but I grew up a Cowboys fan, but you know, my other grandparents lived in Cleveland. So I got one granddaddy that was a Cleveland Browns fan, and my other granddaddy was a Cowboys fan. So you sitting over there at your grandparents' house on Sunday, you got to put on whatever hat he wearing, because he gonna let you wear nothing else in his house.
So you love the Cleveland Cowboys?
Pretty much. Or the Dallas Browns.
I appreciate you gentlemen's time today. I know you have a very busy schedule. I wanted to ask you, gentlemen, 2 questions. I want to know, who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl, even if your teams, as you mentioned, aren't in the bowl this year? And could you talk to me about quarterback Deshaun Watson? I know that he'll be receiving an award, the Faith in Action Award. He does a lot of things off the field that I don't think people really realize or that ever get highlighted. So could you also speak to me about Deshaun Watson?
Let me start. Deshaun Watson first. I applaud it. Where we are and who we are as a minister and as a pastor, people that know me, and Rickey will tell you, we are outreach crazy on steroids.
Yes.
So anybody that goes outside the 4-wall structure to be a blessing, I applaud it. So that will be a highlight of the weekend for me as well. I'm rooting for Kansas City. You know what I mean? You know, I got my own reasons. You understand? And Tom Brady has hurt so many of my teams. Huh?
They got 2 linemen hurt. I'm just telling you.
Still got to root for them. I'm gonna pray.
Okay.
I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray the prayer of faith.
Come on.
I believe. I'm gonna pray for the linemen, and everything's gonna be all right. Now, but I believe. I'm rooting for him. Tom Brady, let's be honest, and if Rickey be honest, Tom Brady has hurt so many of our teams, beat us in times past, and has left us in tears. So I'm rooting for the underdog, and I want it to happen.
Man, I'm rooting for Kansas City too, man. I just hope Mahomes be on fire. I hope that offense running, but the only thing that scares me, we got 2 offensive linemen hurt, and we playing against the best defense in the NFL. Woo! They are super nasty and super fast. This is going to be one of the best Super Bowls we have seen in the past 10 years. Yeah, because I'm just curious to see what Tom Brady and Gronk and what their offense is going to be like against Kansas City Chiefs defense, because they got a nasty secondary as well.
Yeah.
So it's really going to be good. Congratulations to Deshaun Watson, and I hope he find a good team when he leaves the Texans. So you know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm with the Chiefs. I'm with Pastor Key on this one.
So what advice can the both of you give to those who would love to be in your footstep?
I'll run quick. We've been called the gatekeepers. Rickey, myself, Kurt Franklin, Fred Hammond, and I want to make sure that we utilize that platform to do just what you said. I just released another version of I Made It Out, and I called it the Four Kings Mix. And I got 4 worshipers in the country and gave them the opportunity to sing. I went back and put the Hawkins group band together, all of us that played for Edwin and Walter. And I got Goucher, Stanley Brown, all those guys together. I believe in opening that door. Before Whitney and before Aretha died, we were working on a project called 10 Women, 10 Victories. And I laid it aside. I was real crushed because we didn't get to finish, but I picked it back up and gone on Instagram and just daily finding amazing vocalists so I can finish that project. So I think it is essential. And I know Rickey can give me all the grace and all the thank yous, but I've seen Rickey do the same thing, open that door to be a blessing to the newbies and give them that opportunity.
You need to tell people that you used to be in Cameo. That's what I'm upset that you don't talk about.
Donald Byrd, I rocked with the best of them.
Behind Larry Blackman with that red cup on before you found Jesus. We're gonna
I had a blue one. Go ahead, answer the question, man.
Hey, you got the wrong, y'all got the wrong one on here today, boy. You put me and him together. I know y'all will never do this again.
Oh no, you guys are the right people. I'm sorry, very much so.
Thank you so much.
So, what advice can you give, Rickey?
Oh look, keep pushing, keep pushing, stay focused, and and grind. A lot of times we expect things to happen too fast. Or whatever, but you just got to figure out what your lane is and stay in it and keep grinding and do good work. When you think nobody's watching or whatever, somebody's always watching how you carry yourself, how you present yourself, being genuine, being sincere, because Pastor Key and I, we have a real spirit of discernment. We meet a lot of people, and some people just, you can just kind of tell whether they're going to make it or not just by their whole air and demeanor. But just always be genuine, sincere, and hardworking. And people like Pastor Key and I, we pick up on it and we pull people. We have given a lot of people opportunities that was hard workers, quiet, wasn't doing too much, wasn't saying too much, just hard working. And those are the ones that get noticed, are the ones that's not making any noise.
So I know that this has been a difficult year for everyone, not excluding the both of you with all that you've gone through personally. With this being a gospel Super Bowl, is there anything that you would say to anyone who may be struggling right now with either maintaining or just having faith, period?
I would. I believe, and I'm like Rickey, and I don't want to turn this into a political platform, but I believe with this new administration, having empathy and a heart to help others, that's where I've always voted. I wanted to be in a place where I wanted those that care, that can do something, amen, to do something about the issue. I'm a pastor, and in 25 years, I've never taken a salary for spoken word because I wanted to give back. And I think in this season of being a blessing, I think our people are going to be encouraged. And I really believe that this weekend, being able to watch again, I first stated comedy and gospel and a word. I'm not just singing. I'm singing, I made it out. We made it out. Nothing can stop us. These are lyrics that are inside the song. And as we hear this, and we all come to that place of understanding that these are messages of hope that are going to last after the Super Bowl. So it's my desire. And I even see in your heart, and you asking the question, you're serious about that thing too. How are we going to survive? How do we make it to the next step? I want people, as Rickey said, dealing with the singers and the artists, humble yourself and recognize that if you have breath in your body to make a step forward, I just believe that God's going to do some great things in the land. I'm excited about the future of our country.
Yeah, I piggyback on that. You know, don't tell Paula White that, but you know, I think that this with this new administration, and as you can see, the numbers are starting to trend down, up to 1.3 million people getting vaccinated and stuff, and they finding different ways to save people's lives and people surviving and getting lifetime, getting full immunity. You know, I'm really excited about what's to come. I'm also excited about what Pastor Key, his project next year. He's doing all little people male chorus, and they got a new song called "Pick Us Up" so we can see Jesus. So they.
I appreciate so much, one, that you touched on the fact that you both have recovered from COVID, you know, because that is a serious thing, and people are not necessarily receiving that. They're not necessarily thinking if it hasn't touched them that it's not going on. So thank you so much for sharing that. But I wanted to say, Pastor Key, how does it feel to have actually two anthems? Because you actually talking about I Made It Out, and then, you know, with your new single, I think is so important. How does it feel to have that message come out to the people right now?
The fact that you asked me that question blesses me, because that was the reason they were released. Or that was the reason we wrote those songs, to inspire and to encourage. And I just believe if you sing or you grab that message, whether you're singing it or saying it, I think it's going to bless it. And for me, and I tell you, it just wasn't on purpose. We put those two songs together this weekend to really minister to the people. I'm going to get a joy out of literally watching that 4.5 minutes of just inspiring. And I think what's so corny about it to me, those that know me and those that know my legacy, if you would, I've been doing this 40 years. I'm almost like Rickey at this stage of our lives. We're not doing this to be seen. It has to have purpose.
Yes,
so
sir.
To come through COVID and see what COVID did to our community and to our people. And I need everybody to know it was no joke.
Amen.
I thought I was healed totally. 4 nights ago, I had the same, it was like somebody just turned the light switch off on my whole life. So I'm just so grateful. I'm super grateful. And shout out to Melanie and to everybody. This is the only gig in the world. I didn't care to do nothing else. I travel when I want to. I wanted to do this one. So,
Yes.
you know, I know it's virtual and I'm going to get to work with, this is my joy. I want to work with the men's choir, the NFL choir. I can train them vocals and we can do it right, baby.
Hey, I want to be, and I want to be on the piano, whatever y'all saying, as long as it's traditional. You do anything,
it's going to be traditional.
If you're in the key of C, F, G, A flat, B flat, I'm with it.
Y'all know I can play like Rickey.
Oh. I love it. I love it.
You know it. You know it.
And Rickey, to you, what does it mean? I mean, I know this year hits different because of all that's going on. What does it mean to you to be able to inspire people right now? Because I mean, I think we're going upward, you know, with this new administration. But just to be able to have you come to do this program still, you know, even during a pandemic, what does it mean to you?
It means a lot. It's just part of the job now. You know, you start out thinking that you're going to be a comedian and make people laugh for the rest of your career, and then you evolve into other stuff like what we're doing with this Super Bowl gospel celebration, and you know what I do on the radio every morning. When I do my radio show, I open up with the praise and worship and inspiration with Pastor Freddie Haynes from Dallas, Texas, Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. And, you know, sometimes Pastor Keith's been on my show before, sometimes Bishop Walker comes on. And so I'm, you know, it's part of the job now. So now you become more than just a comedian. Now you have a real understanding of the 3 branches of government. You interviewing presidents and vice president, and you playing gospel music to inspire people and making them laugh. So you just have to almost become a jack of all trades. And so, you know, it's, you know, you kind of wake up with a purpose now, and it's not just the same thing. And people are depending on you to get to work and to entertain them on the weekend, whether they see you in a comedy club or doing the gospel celebration every year and the other things that you do. So, you know, it's just a whole new job now. So yeah. I'm really excited about it.
What I love about this Super Bowl is the fact that they're bringing gospel. Now, you know, a female like me, I don't know too much about football, but I could get with the gospel, especially the topic, nothing can stop us now. I want to know, how have you guys, either one can answer, how have you guys been able to continue that message of hope with the fact of you seeing or dealing with COVID-19 and seeing people just going through so much during this pandemic?
We had no other choice. We didn't have a choice. People who are called, I heard Rickey say something a few minutes ago too, about being given the platform, you know, and what we're commanded to do. We have to stay in line with that in order for us to breathe. Those that do it and do it for real, we bring a new message to this weekend that we can't stop, you know, because somebody's watching our lives. Somebody has invested even in us for that type of encouragement. I've got songs from 40 years back that have been encouraging the masses for years. So to still be relevant and be able to give a message, I think this weekend is going to be super.
Amen. So I am just so excited. We are a people of resiliency just because we know we're redeemed by the blood of Christ. And I love getting crazy.